Christian Mike Wacker writes, "You might feel a little out of place at Google." You think? Here he writes, "If left unchecked, these outrage mobs will hunt down any conservative, any Christian, and any independent free thinker at Google who does not bow down to their agenda. Whatever happened to intellectual diversity?" Joining me right now, Fox Nation host Britt McHenry and CampusReform.com contributor Emma Meshell. Good to see you both. Emma, starting with you. Yeah, I'd like to see a little intellectual diversity in the workplace, on college campuses, and certainly in my Google search function. But, you know, it's kind of hard to do, right? When you're out there in Silicon Valley and there's a mob mentality where, you know, your entire career is at risk if you dare to think differently.
Well, Trish, this is really not very surprising because we have followed this on college campuses for the past decade. At the Leadership Institute's Campus Reform, we have been telling people for a long time now there is a mob on college campuses, and it is going after conservatives and after Christians. And it's not surprising then that after all this time, these millennials have graduated from these colleges, and they are now running companies like Google, and they have taken those attitudes with them that ideas they disagree with are labeled as hateful and shut down. That's really what's going on here, and it comes straight from college campuses.
Britt, there's a meanness there. I mean, I see it, I feel it. Occasionally I'm a victim of it. There's a real bitter meanness there where if you dare to just deviate from what they think is right, what they think you should think, God help you.
You can't belong in the club. I found it interesting in reading his letter that one of the complaints on a colleague of his was that he liked Jordan Peterson, that he was watching something or read something and that was reported to Google executives. I love Jordan Peterson. I love 12 Rules for Life. I don't look at partisanship when I read that. And she's right. It goes from the college campuses into Silicon Valley, into San Francisco, where the most ironic thing, you were talking about San Francisco earlier in the show, to just live comfortably there, polls have it ranging from $110,000 to $120,000 a year. You have to make that just to live comfortably by most standards in San Francisco. So it's ironic to me that they wouldn't want lower taxes, they wouldn't want diversity of thought, they wouldn't want all these things that conservatives champion, but they do gang up on you. That's a real thing.
The ganging up thing, I mean, I think that mob mentality, and Emma, you know, you and your group there have been watching it, as you said, on college campuses for decades now. It's gotten a lot worse, right?
It really has.
In this particular presidency with Donald Trump, they feel emboldened. They feel entitled. They feel like if you dare to support any of his policies, let alone him, you're a bad person, you're dumb, you're deplorable. I mean, how does that, does that mean, you know, I'm going to get a little political here with you, come 2020, you see once again another revolt?
Well, I think there are a lot of people that are really tired of being told that they are a hateful person just because they subscribe to conservative ideas or because they go to church on Sundays and believe the Bible. I think people are really tired of being told that that's a hateful thing to do. Most recently, Ted Cruz is opening an investigation into Yale Law School because they stopped giving students internship credit for interning at Christian groups that, guess what, they deemed hateful. One of the groups is the Alliance Defending Freedom. This is a group that we have reported on. They've helped students who've had their rights trampled on universities. These are the people that are being labeled as hateful. People that are just simply trying to stand up for religious freedom and the First Amendment. That is where they're drawing the line right now. And this is something that should really concern all of us because guess what? These students are going to graduate. They're going to do things like run Google.
Yeah, but it troubles me. Go ahead.
But we shouldn't be surprised. Jack Dorsey told NYU, the CEO of Twitter himself, that he feels like conservatives at his company are hesitant to speak up or scared to speak up. We've seen a viral video last year of an employee at Twitter say they had algorithms set. If you had a flag, an American flag in your bio, or you had conservative in your bio, those people were getting shadow banned, and he bragged about it. So I'm not surprised at all anymore if we see censorship or just hateful speech towards anybody that isn't far left of the spectrum anymore.
It's gotten really bad. It's frightening. It's not who our country is. We are changing it.
Yes.
Every night at 8 o'clock Eastern. Thank you guys. It's good to see you. All right, next, leftist rhetoric going way too far. Hear how a congresswoman is accusing our honorable, brave border of officers that are risking their lives